Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to another session of this course on Islamic inheritance law, in which we shall look at the class of heirs known as residuaries or isabat in Arabic. Let's start off with text from the Sirajiyya. Al-asabatu nisbiyati thalatha. Usbatun binafsih wa usbatun bighayrih وعصبة مع غيره. أما العصبة بنفسه فكل ذكر لا تدخل في نسبته إلى الميت أنثى، وهم 4 أصناف: جزء الميت وأصله وجزء أبيه وجزء جده. الأقرب فالأقرب يرجحون بقرب الدرجة، أعني أولاهم بالميراث. جزء الميت أي البنون، ثم بنوهم وإن سفلوا، ثم أصله أي الأب، ثم الجد أي أبو الأب وإن علا، ثم جزء أبيه أي الإخوة، ثم بنوهم وإن سفلوا، ثم جزء جده أي الأعمام، ثم بنوهم وإن سفلوا. ثم يرجحون بقوة القرابة، أعني به أن ذا القرابتين أولى من ذي قرابة واحدة ذكرا كان أو أنثى، لقوله عليه السلام: إن أعيان بني الأم يتوارثون ذون بني العلات، كالأخ لأب وأم أو الأخت لأب وأم، إذا صارت عصبة مع البنت أولى من الأخ لأب والأخت لأب، وابن الأخ لأب وأم أولى من ابن الأخ لأب. وكذلك الحكم في أعمام الميت، ثم في أعمام أبيه، ثم في أعمام جده. وأما العصبة بغيره ف4 من النسوة، وهن اللاتي فرضهن النصف، والثلثان يسرن عصبة بإخوتهن كما ذكرنا في حالاتهن. ومن لا فرض لها من الإناث وأخوها عصبة لا تصير عصبة بأخيها، كالعم والعمة، المال كله للعم دون العمة. وأما العصبة مع غيره فكل أنثى تصير عصبة مع أنثى أخرى، كالأخت مع البنت لما ذكرنا. وآخر العصبات مولى العتاقة، ثم عصبته على الترتيب الذي ذكرنا، لقوله عليه السلام: الولاء لحمة كلحمة النسب. ولا شيء للإناث من ورثة المعتق، لقوله عليه السلام: ليس للنساء من الولاء إلا ما اعتق أو اعتق من اعتق، أو كاتبن أو كاتب من كاتب، أو دبرن أو دبر من دبرن، أو جر ولاء معتقهن أو معتق معتقهن. ولو ترك أبا المعتق وابنه عند أبي يوسف رحمه الله سدس الولاء للأب والباقي للابن. وعند أبي حنيفة ومحمد رحمهما الله تعالى الولاء كله للابن ولا شيء للأب. ولو ترك ابن المعتق وجده فالولاء كله للابن بالاتفاق، ومن ملك ذا رحم محرم منه عتق عليه، ويكون ولاؤه له بقدر الملك، ك3 بنات للكبرى 30 دينارا وللصغرى 20 دينارا، فاشترتا أباهما بال50، ثم مات الأب وترك شيئا، فالثلثان بينهن أثلاثا بالفرض، والباقي بين مشتريتي الأب أخماسا. بالولاء 3 أخماسه للكبرى و5 للصغرى، وتصح من 45. After we have distributed the Quranic heirs their fixed shares, the remaining estate is distributed amongst the residuary heirs, the asabat. So the residuaries are those heirs who inherit whatever remains after the prescribed Quranic shares have been allocated. They do not usually have fixed fractions assigned to them. Rather, they take what is left, sometimes all of the estate, and sometimes only the residue, and sometimes nothing if there is no residue. The jurists classify the residuaries into 2 categories. These are residuaries by blood, known as the asaba bil nafs, and residuaries by special cause or reason. When we speak of the male residuaries by blood, we are referring to the male agnates, those relatives who are connected to the deceased through an uninterrupted male line. This includes relatives such as the son, the son's son, the father, the paternal grandfather, the full brother, and so on, all linked through the male lineage. The basis for the right of the residuaries to inherit is the well-known hadith of the Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, recorded in Sahih al-Bukhari. Give the fara'id, meaning the prescribed shares, to those who are entitled to receive them. Then whatever remains should be given to the closest male relative of the deceased. This hadith establishes a fundamental principle in Islamic inheritance law. First, the fixed Quranic shares are honored. Then, the remainder goes to the nearest eligible male agnate. When we speak about residuaries by blood, the asabat nasabiyah, the jurists divide them into three different types. The first type is the heir who is a residuary in his own right, the asaba binafsihi. He does not depend on anyone else to become a residuary. His status is inherent. These are the male agnates, those connected to the deceased through an uninterrupted male line. Examples include the son, the son's son, however low soever, the father, the paternal grandfather, however high soever, the full brother, the consanguine brother, the son of the full brother, the son of the consanguine brother. All of these inherit the residue by virtue of their direct male lineage. The second type is the asaba bighayrihi, an heir who becomes a residuary through another person, meaning the residuary status is not independent, but arises because of the presence of a corresponding male. These are four females who are agnatized by their male counterparts. These are the daughter made a residuary by the son, the son's daughter made a residuary by the son's son, the full sister made a residuary by the full brother, the consanguine sister made a residuary by the consanguine brother. In these cases, the female becomes a residuary due to the presence of the male of equal footing. In addition, the mother inherits similar to a residuary in one exceptional scenario, the well-known case of al-Umariyatan, where the mother inherits with the father and surviving spouse. These two particular cases will be discussed in the session on inheritance share of the mother. The third category is unique, referred to as the asaba ma'aghayriha. Here, the full sister and the consanguine sister become residuaries not because of a brother, but because they are inheriting alongside a daughter or a son's daughter, however low soever. In this situation, they take whatever remains after the daughter's fixed share, thus functioning as residuaries alongside another female heir. This slide shows the male agnate residuaries on a family tree diagram and the four females who can inherit as residuaries. This are the daughter, the son's daughter however low, the full sister, and the consanguine sister. This brings us to the end of this introductory session on residuary heirs. Insha'Allah, see you in the next one.